Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back again with my absolute favorite new revamped Minor Poison deck. This deck has Spear Goblins and Bats, and I like those a lot more than Skeletons and Ice Spear because I feel like I just get value from them. And then the most secret OP card in the game, the Prince. I think that Prince is secretly overpowered, and very few people actually think so, but when it gets that hit, man, it's incredible. I feel like you only need one Prince hit, and then you can cycle Minor Poisons out for the rest of the game just to win. So check out this deck for 12 win grade challenges, or hit it up on the ladder, and let me know how it ends up working for you down below in the comment section. Also guys, if you do not end up having Prince at a high level, you can substitute it out for the Valkyrie. We're gonna go for Barbell here, we're gonna see what's up. What are we gonna do, dude? I'm just gonna go for a Minor, because we see this. Alright, I definitely have to go for Snowball here. And it looks like we got Minor Poison versus Minor Poison. Which is the superior Minor Poison deck? I feel like it's mine, man. We got the Prince. Prince OP. What are you going to do here? You can't even kill this Prince. It's going to just charge you. Assert the dominance. You're probably going to have to go in for an Electro here. And you definitely don't want to. You might even go for a Poison. Oh, wow. That's so much Elixir that we were able to cast on him. Yeah, he's to Poison it. And I think I can Snowball and keep the Prince alive, potentially. If this Prince gets a hit, we win the game. So please, Prince. Please, Prince. Oh my gosh. It was so close to winning us the game, boys. Oh, we were so close yet so far away. All right. Well, maybe the Prince will have it next time. Oh, I was ready. My body was prepared. His name is again, so, you know, he's ready. He's ready for that to happen again, but just with a different result. I kind of want to go for a Prince in the back just to cycle. I mean, he's cycled Log. I honestly feel comfortable going in for Bats and then Minor in front because he's going to Ice Spear. I want the Ice Spear to hit the Minor so then the Bats get on top of the tower. I can just go in for a Prince right on top of Electro and it's going to die. He's most likely going to go in for Skeletons here. I don't want to pre-Snowball. Could be a decent play. Okay, I'm glad I didn't pre-Snowball and wasted it. That would have been pretty bad. And this is really good. Now I can Barbell here and make sure that we kill the Ice Spirit. Spear Goblins here to make sure we kill the Minor. And then I want to go in for Bats and then Minor again. I think that we're going to get some value here. The Bats are a little bit disheveled, so he's not able to hit them all. And there's 2 alive. I think that's a massive amount of tower damage. Forcing out a unit that he does not want to drop at all. I'll have to go in for a Snowball, Barbell as well, just to make sure that we kill that Electro without damage. And then I'm going to go Prince for counter push value. Obviously that Barbarian doesn't get a hit anymore. Even if it's at the river with full HP, it never does. It's a little bit unfortunate. I'm going to go for Bats here, so then the Prince is able to stay alive potentially. And then I actually want to go in for a Poison as well, because I assume he's going to drop something. If the Prince gets a hit on the tower, we win the game, so I just want that to happen so bad. The Bats are actually ravaging the tower. Critical amount of damage, and the Poison clips the Electro Wizard too, I believe. Okay. So those Spear Goblins are going to get hit by the Log that he's about to drop, but we catch the Minor, which is phenomenal for us. Now I'm going to go for Barbell, Minor, Bats. We have mini tanks with the Barbell, so I think it's so good in this mirror matchup. The Bats might get on top of the tower. If the Bats get on top of the tower once in this mirror matchup, the game is over, so it's really all it takes. I'm going to go for the Poison just to cycle him now. At this point, the game should be over if I get a Spear Goblins like right here, just to make sure that he's not able to get the Valkyrie on the tower. Like, the main thing for him is he wanted to draw us back so then the Valkyrie is able to get on the tower, so then he maybe could recoup his losses of tower damage, but it's not happening. I'm just going to keep going for Minor Poison so then to kill the Skeletons. I know it looks super wacky. I know it doesn't look good to go in for the Poison on the Skeletons, but you need to do it if you want the Prince and the Minor to connect. GG, well played, and peace out. This deck is OP, and it actually beats the traditional Minor Poison. So we got a game, we're going to sauce out Bats here, and we end up seeing a Knight in the back, so it's definitely going to be a control deck. I want to go for a Prince and pummel that Knight. Assert our dominance all over this Knight. Let's go, boys. You ready for this? Are your bodies prepared for what you're about to endure? We're going to end up going for a Barbell, and we're going to just slaughter the Musketeer, and we're going to get great counter push potential. He's still trying to win this battle at the river. I think that it might be okay for him, but I'm just going to end up going for a Snowball. Oh my gosh, how many ranged units do you have in the deck? You have the trio. This is the new 3 Musketeer trio, boys. Bats are going to be enough because the stagger is just so good. They literally buffed every Swarm unit. I feel like they don't know that they buffed it. Okay, what the heck? What do you have, man? What is this insanity? You got the E-Barbs, like, bridge spam with the, I don't even know, the Ice Wizard bridge spam. You're wild, man. We're going to end up going for a Spear Goblins here. You're going to end up going for a Musketeer. We'll poison it. I think that the Prince gets a hit on your tower. And I think that the dominance is assured right now. Yeah, this is a pretty good game here. Alright, so all I got to do is just keep up our defense. I don't want to take any damage this game. Can I win the game without taking any damage? That is my mission, guys. Can we fulfill it? That's the goal, guys. That is the goal here. That is the dankest of memes. Usually, I would just eat this, but I'm not allowed to. So we're going to go for a snowball. And that actually gets a hit, so I have to go in for spear goblins. Oof. I would usually just eat those for more elixir, but we're not allowed to. It's against the rules. It's against our religion to have that ever happen. We gotta face this crucible head on. I end up going for a barbarill here, and I think we're okay. I think he's probably into E-barbs. I don't want to go in for a miner into E-barbs because then I don't have elixir. It's gonna... Okay, we'll do this. Do we want to just snowball this back? It's gonna go in for a zap. I have to go in for... Yep, I didn't want to drop them anywhere near each other. We were able to defend it. He didn't even hit the tower because we dropped them in a saucy spot. Guys, so far, no tower damage. Can we make it happen? Are you guys believers? This deck is so good against noobs because they just can't break through. As you guys can see right now, it's just so dang good. We're killing the game right now. Can't allow... Well, that's not going to get a hit. Is he going to zap the spear goblins? No, 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 no. Don't do that, Jake. Bad play, bad play, bad play. Oh, no! I potatoed! I'm so sad. He actually got the E-barbs. I don't deserve this game anymore. I'm crestfallen. I have no words to describe. It's ineffable, guys. We're done. Just give up the game right here and now. There's no point in playing anymore. It was so good until it wasn't. All right, we're going to go sauce out of good luck here, and I'm going to go for spear goblins off to the side. So what's up, man? What you got? What do you have in store for us? You're going to go barbarill and then immediately follow up with a balloon. We're just going to go pull that. Make sure that you don't get tower damage at all. And if you have freeze, you're not going to be able to freeze it. So what else do you want to do, my man? So you probably end up having the Rascals variation that everyone runs right now. Rascal Balloon, Double Spell, Snowball, Barbarill. No, you're not running that? What are you running, dude? You wild, wild sir. So I'm going to go Miner here. Princess Charger is not wasted on the Dark Goblin. He has to go in for a Tesla. Tesla is not going to give him too much value. I can definitely poison that. It's worth it. We're going to kill the Girl Rascals and then get 216 damage on the tower. Also, don't have to really respond too much to this thick boy. I can go Spear Goblins. I'm doing it all in the same lane so that I get more chip damage on the right-hand side for counter push. I could have dropped it in the middle. That's like a longer distance for them to travel, but, you know, it's better for me to do that, I think. So Spear Goblin got one hit, too. He delayed that Snowball for quite a while. Kind of want to just go for a Prince here and then save our bats because the Snowball is out of cycle. If he goes Balloon, yeah, this is bad for him. I don't see... unless he has Zap, right? Unless you have Zap, this is just bad. We're fine. I don't even need to do anything. I can completely rely on just bats. If you don't have a good card cycle, I can make that happen every single time. So be cognizant of your opponent's win condition. And if you have a counter in cycle, just use like the Spear Goblins on top of the P.E.K.K.A. If they literally don't have a spell, use Spear Goblins on top of the P.E.K.K.A. Don't even have to drop Inferno. If they don't end up having a spell for your bats, use that on Balloon and you're fine. So yeah. By the way, against P.E.K.K.A., you want to drop your Spear Goblins like right here. On the other corner so that it draws them. Alright, we're going to go Spear Goblins. And what do you want to do, my man? We're just going to go Prince again, and I'm definitely going to Barbarill the Thick Boy. Even though I have more damage on the right-hand side, it makes more sense to do that. Also, he's definitely going to go Balloon on that side, so I'm going to go cycle my bats, and then I want to go in for Barbarill, and I'm going to go for Inferno Tower now because he has a tank for it. It's not like a flaccid Balloon with absolutely nothing else. I'm going to go Spear Goblins opposite lane, so if he snowballs, he's not going to be able to hit that, the tower, and everything he wants. So that worked out really, really well. I'm not going to go in for my bats until we see more spam because we already know that this guy is like, he's really aggressive. He's really feisty. So the great thing about this Minor Poison deck, it utterly demolishes this Balloon deck. This is one of the best decks in the game that he's running right now. It is the most like optimal deck for all pros. I think the pro players that don't want to be hard countered generally run this deck and it beats it. Our deck beats it, which is so freaking awesome. I'm going to go Snowball back. And Spear Goblins plus Bats, I mean, you can't hit everything. So it's going to be GG, well played, and peace out. And guys, guess what? If you don't end up having a good card cycle at the start of the game and you don't have Inferno Tower, you can actually poison the Balloon. And poison negates all but one hit from the Balloon. So that's just a cool tip or trick if you guys don't have Inferno Tower. Alright, we're going to go sauce out of good luck here. And I want to end up going for Spear Goblins at the river. What do you have, man? What is up? What are you running? So we end up seeing a Furnace, definitely going to be an RG deck. I can sense it. I can feel it coming in there tonight, guys. It's going to be RG. He's going to get one hit with the Fire Spirits. Unfortunately, no, it's a spotter. Ah, what are those? Okay, so when we're playing against spawners, I want to go in for the miner opposite side, so if he drops anything, I don't want it to go towards the side that he's already working on, like that cannon cart. If he had melee units, he wouldn't have been able to drop it on that side, obviously, so I was just waiting and seeing if he was going to drop a melee unit, but this is already going to be a very funky start to the game, guys. Can we win it? Can we assert the dominance on this legend that is rocking the weirdest deck I've ever seen in my life, with cannon cart, barbed barrel, spam with 2 spawners? We thought we were in for a Royal Giant game, but nonetheless, we are confronted with a Barbed Barrel Zap. Not what I wanted to see. Barbed Barrel Zap is a no bueno situation for me, man. You hate to see it. I'm going to wait for one of the Fire Spirits to die, and then some of the bats will stay alive after, so that's great. I'm going to poison in front of the tower. The reason I do that and not hit the Fire Spirits is because it's going to hit the Fire Spirits, the wave of the Fire Spirits that comes out, I believe. It might clip it. No, it's not. Yikes. Alright, so usually you want to go in front because it will clip a wave of Fire Spirits and also hit the Spear Goblins, and the Spear Goblin Hut is a little bit more beneficial for him anyway. So it's pretty good for us. Anyway, I need to go for Spear Goblins to make sure that we mitigate damage from the Fire Spirits. I believe this is okay. I think we do barely. No! What the heck, man? What are these interactions? Why do you have P.E.K.K.A. Cannon Cart? What is this madness? What is this insanity? I really want to win this, though, and he's going to end up having 3 spells, which is not good for me. I'm going to go for bats after he zaps, so we need to make sure that we shut that down, otherwise we could be in for a rude awakening when that cannon cart reaches my tower. So this is actually really sketchy, playing against triple spell. As weird as his deck is, he does have triple spell against minor poison spell bait. So we're going to go in for a poison now. I feel comfortable just cycling minor poisons when his tower's around 600 HP, so we want to get it to there. I'm going to go for a Barbed Barrel here, and I'm going to go in for a Miner because I think that the P.E.K.K.A.'s on the other side. We're just going to draw it back. Can actually poison again here. If we get it to 600, we could potentially just win by cycling on him. Alright, it's around 600, but I think we still have to defend because we don't have Miner and Poison in our cycle at the moment, so. I end up going in for a Prince here. It's going to zap, which is really good for me. Now I can just get away with bats. And he's actually going to end up having that, which is super interesting. I actually have to go for Spear Goblins, and I think I have to Giant Snowball that. Sketchy as that sounds, I think that is the wave of defending this. I'm going to go Barbed Barrel. The Barbed Barrel is going to clean up the Fire Spirits. It's also going to provide a tank for the Miner. And he's actually going to go for a Cannon Cart, which is incredibly distressing for me. I have to go for a Poison here. Cannon Cart should die inside of the Poison. He's going to go... He's just going to spam at the river with his, this Furnace. I don't think that's going to work really that well for him. He actually went in for a Zap as well. I think that I go in for a Prince here, so it soaks up the Fire Spirits, and it's also going to allow the tower to chip away on top of the Fly Machine, and I think I barely win this game. It's so weird playing against spawner players. It was a very funky game, but I think that we won it with a snowball. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Super wacky, but fun game ultimately.